Hey again, guys. Do you know what I like to do? And everybody's talking about card prices and investing and about card flippers, buying all the cards at Target. You know what I like to do? I like to look at some baseball cards because I really don't care about the prices. I really don't care about the flippers. I just want to look at some cards. I want to show you this beauty right now. This is a 1966-67 Bazooka of Pete Rose, and it's a beautiful one. Won't find one of these at Target. No way. You know, back years ago, before you could have a Facebook page or a YouTube channel, I used to take pictures of my cards, physical pictures, and I would keep them in a photo album. And I was looking through this. I had a big stack, a big photo album, stack of photos in there, and I was looking through them. It was my whole collection, every card I had. And I had noticed this one card that was in there that I don't have now. And I had totally forgotten that I had that card at one time. And man, once I saw it, I missed it, And I remembered that, and I forgot about this, but I had remembered that back in the early 2000s, I had sold off some of my cards that were not in very good condition. I had a few old tobacco cards, candy cards that were pretty beat up. And so I must have sold it, and I don't even remember doing it. But once I saw that picture, I wanted that card again. And so I picked one up, and it's this American Caramel George Gibson, catcher for the Pirates. And it's a beautiful card. I always say these little cards are like little works of art. So I had to get one again. And you guys know I love the Colgan's chips. So I ended up finding this too, and I was looking for it. So I picked up the Colgan's. George Gibson. And one of the greatest sets ever made, really, are these Cracker Jack cards. Here's a Mordecai Three-Finger Brown. And man, if you've never touched one of these cards, smelled one of these cards, you should crack it out of that PSA case and let it breathe. Touch it, feel it, see what it was actually like. These cards were so thin that it's amazing they made it this far in as good condition as they did. I mean, most are not in very good condition at all. However, there was, you could send away, I guess, to Cracker Jack for an album and the cards. And those are probably the cards that you find in higher grade, because most of these have the stain from the Cracker Jacks, and they're not in very good shape at all. They're very thin cards. In fact, I would think that it would be very difficult to fake these because of the uniqueness of the paper on them. Oh, they made these in 1914 and 1915. The 1914 ones are a little tougher. If you ever want to know quickly and easily how to tell them apart from the year, is you turn it around and the 1915 backs are upside down. The 1914 are not. And that's just a real quick way to be able to tell which year it was. There are some other ways too, but that's the easiest. But this card's off center, but it's beautiful and I love it anyway. You know, cards are like your spouse. You might recognize the flaws, but you love it anyway, right? You just overlook them. You accept it for what it is, or you accept your spouse for who they are. And you got to accept your cards for what they are. Beautiful registration there. And I have this 1974 All-Pro Jack Ham. And these cards, when I was collecting as a child, they seem like a subset, actually. These all-star, all-pro cards. Seem like a subset, but they're actually, that's the main card. So the all-pros are the main card for the all-pros. And here is a Denny Hamlin. And this is the gold, and this is numbered to 10. I don't know why I really like that card. And I'll never own the original one of these. So why not pick up, this was made by Donruss, I think for an All-Star Fan Fest or something. And it's a remake of the Leaf Jackie Robinson. With the way these prices are right now, I ain't going to have the real thing. So I'd rather have one that was distributed at an All-Star Fan Fest or something along those lines than one that's just a flat-out reprint. That's me. And I got, who knows who this guy is? I like these sportscaster cards sometimes. He was fun to watch. Pistol Pete Maravich, baby. And every year, Topps sends me these cards, and I take the card along with the card they send, along with the card. It's always Mike Trout, and I kind of frame them, and I keep them together. So I have these. I think there was one year they didn't send me one. I think it might have been 2019. I don't know if I just didn't get it or they didn't send it, but I think I got one in 2018, 20. I believe this is the third one I have. But, I like to keep them together. And I got a couple Hostess cards here. Who remembers cutting these out? Got this with Jim Palmer, a great pitcher. Most women know him for his underwear ads in the 70s, I think. More so than baseball. And my man, Mad Dog, Bill Madlock, 4-time batting champ. I have his autographed bat right behind me. And this is another Bill Madlock from 76. And a great Mickey Rivers card there. Man, I love me some Hostess cards. You could get these for next to nothing. Doesn't matter who the player is. Doesn't matter how rare. There are some rare Hostess cards. Especially in like the 75 set. There's a pretty rare Reggie Jackson. The Bob Gibson's real tough. The Louis Tiant's really tough. I'm going to go try to find those. That Reggie Jackson's real tough. So are the other two, though. Bob Gibson, Louis Tiant. Really tough cards. But that's what I have for you today. Just love this Pete Rose. Just such a sharp one. Love me some bazooka cards, crackerjack cards, Hostess cards. Man, if you liked to eat back in the day, you liked food that was bad for you, you liked candy, you wanted to chew some gum, you wanted to have a ho-ho or a Twinkie, some Cracker Jacks, chew some bazooka bubble gum. Man, it was like a treasure trove of cards. Once again, thanks for watching.